What is up, Space Pirates? I am your captain, the dastardly daffy Dr. Disaster, and today we are going to talk about the reception to the new Doctor Who Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road.
Jesus Christ! I warned you!
We all warned these idiots who make Doctor Who and other beloved shows. If you persist in trying to spread your message of hate and intolerance of average, normal, everyday people, you will estrange those people and your kingdom will crumble. In this video, we are going to have a look at what people are saying about Doctor Who on Rotten Tomatoes.
Do people not like me?
But have you, dear viewer, considered that the poor reception of Doctor Who is your fault? Have you considered that having an opinion which is anything but glowingly positive of this material means that actually you're the bad one? Well, naturally, our completely honest friends in the media, who are not at all corporate ass-kissers, would like us to know that it's our fault that we don't like the new Doctor Who.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Franchises are not beloved cultural items any longer. They are treated as endless cash cows, and it shows. That is why it is dripping with safe, politically correct language. And that's why it's only creative in ways to bring DEI into the mix. And that is why this soulless garbage is being consigned to the cultural scrap heap. Alright, me hearties, please hit that like button on this video. It really helps with the algorithm, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter/X if you haven't already. In any event, let's start this off by reading this article from the corporate apologists at Newsweek. The headline says, Doctor Who Christmas Special Sparks Racist Backlash.
I don't believe you.
After months of waiting, fans of Doctor Who finally witnessed Ncuti Gatwa's full debut as the show's eponymous Time Lord in a fun-filled Christmas special. But not everyone is happy, with some viewers voicing strong opinions about the new iteration's race. I'm sorry, but these weak-ass wokesters have only one arrow in their quiver. Their arguments are so weak, they're so shitty at debating and explaining their stupid ideas that the only thing they seem capable of doing is shutting down conversation. If someone disagrees with them, they're immediately going to call that person racist, or sexist, or some other term that probably has no meaning any longer because it's wildly overused. This is a straw man, and it's a way of avoiding the horrible truth that these empty-headed fools refuse to face. They only believe what they believe because these big corporations like Disney and the BBC, or these news organizations like Newsweek here, told them to have these opinions. They did not arrive at their positions logically. They are slaves to their emotions. They are weak. But let's continue. The long-running British science fiction series sees the Doctor, a mysterious 2,000-year-old time traveler, and his companions journey across time and space in a ship known as the TARDIS. Every few years, the Doctor regenerates, which is a biological ability of the Time Lords, a race of fictional humanoids originating on the planet Gallifrey. This allows a new actor to take on the titular character without the show having to end. Gatwa, known for his roles in Sex Education and Barbie, is the 15th Doctor in the new series that has seen a reported £100 million cash injection from Disney. While the British show has been running on the BBC for 60 years, it is now also streaming on Disney Plus outside of the UK, with Disney now a co-producer. Much-loved writer Russell T Davies is also back running the show, so fans have had high expectations.
Speak for yourself!
Yeah, Newsweek, I know that you're super anxious to kiss the ass of the likes of Disney and help your corporate sponsors make money, but do not presume to speak for the Doctor Who audience here. Russell T Davies may have been liked by Whovians at one time or another, but that is long past, and the idea of high expectations in the wake of the 13th Doctor are laughable. The holiday special featured the return of this new incarnation of the famous traveler facing up against a horde of goblins that want to harm Ruby Sunday, an orphan on a mission to learn the truth about her past. Gatwa, who takes his historic place as the first black man to assume the role and who also happens to be gay, has been praised for his performance by fans, but he has also faced unsurprising backlash. You want to know what's unsurprising? These idiots at Newsweek running interference for Disney and the BBC by blaming fans for the failings of Doctor
What the hell is even that?
Race and sexual preference are being used as both a shield and a cudgel. They use them to deflect any valid criticisms of the show, and if we stop criticizing, then they are free to beat us over the head with these things, pounding the nails of the message into our brains. When a new actor is announced to play the Doctor, they are accustomed to criticism. This is because the show has a passionate fan base, with every fan having a favorite incarnation of the main character. So what's the problem, you schmucks? Let people criticize. Oh wait, the reason you hate this criticism is because it is a rejection of your woke religion. Well, cope and seethe, you midwits. While most people quickly learn to love the new actor as soon as they watch a Doctor's debut episode, this year there have been racist and homophobic trolls crawling out of the woodwork. Some have taken to X, formerly Twitter, to criticize the BBC show for becoming woke propaganda. Others have lambasted Disney, accusing the show of now having the same woke issues of other recent Disney projects. I mean, did people only criticize the show on X? Nobody is criticizing it on things like Facebook or Instagram, YouTube, Reddit? Only X? Or do you think these idiots are trying to smear X because they hate Elon Musk because he doesn't play by the rules of censorship?
Go yourself. Is that clear?
And then Newsweek goes on to use a few cherry-picked quotes to try to paint the critics of Doctor Who in the worst possible light. Rest in peace, Doctor Who, ruined by BBC, who wants to turn a straight white Doctor Who into a black gay Doctor, just to make it more diverse for the black gay community. Is that where our TV license is being wasted on? Doctor Who was white male from start till you turned him into a gay symbol, one livid viewer wrote on X. I'm not going to read this second one here because I can't understand what they're trying to say. It's written very poorly. I have never seen anything so awful as Doctor Who regenerating into a generic Disney Mary Sue hero who is exactly the same as every other character Disney destroyed, a third person wrote.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
I mean, it seems to me that what Newsweek is complaining about is people simply not agreeing with their worldview. They don't like when people won't just consume the product of their corporate sponsors without thinking. This is just a corporate tantrum. But you know what? Newsweek isn't the only one who can cherry pick quotes. Let's go to the Doctor Who Rotten Tomatoes page and see what fans have written there. I'll bet you I can find a bunch of folks who articulate their dislike of the new Doctor Who in a way that is decidedly not racist. The first one says, "I was out after the opening 10 minutes. Cringe and awkward. Ruby Sunday was annoying. Gatwa was alright, but it's continuous pandering that follows on from the 60th anniversary specials. This whole leaning towards the next generation of Doctor Who fans is going to blow up in the BBC's faces, considering that the next generation live their lives online and streaming services. They're not the kind of fans who are going to pay out for a television license and help fund for the future of the show. Maybe they knew this, and that's why they went crawling to Disney." The next one says, "This ruined my Christmas. Shooty seems competent enough, but he's just a puppet of the producer and writers who should all be fired. Utterly awful garbage." Weak deducted a star just for the musical scene. The two leads made the best they could with the lines they were given, but not enough to make me want more. I'm sure everyone else will love it. This is not Doctor Who. The actors did what they were told and what they had to work with. The story and new foundation of the show is the problem. Ncuti Gatwa is certainly a superb actor, but this launch episode of his Doctor's incarnation is very weak. I understand that long-running shows need to move on and keep fresh, but science fiction has been replaced by silly fantasy, and in my opinion, there is no place for musical numbers and endless message hammering. I miss the old Doctor Who. I'm sad that it's not about mysterious stories with scary enemies and just a funny adventure. I also hated the musical part. This is not a Disney movie. The show is ruined with this fourth special. Please go back to the old times. The antithesis of the spirit of the show, conformist, didactic, insulting to the intelligence of a 5-year-old. I mean, these guys are so articulate that I don't have much else I need to say. People hate the repeated smashing of the message over our heads. They hate the writing, but there is not a single message that talked about Ncuti's race or sexuality here. In fact, many of these critics acknowledge his talent and feel bad that he doesn't have much to work with. But once again, Disney and their ilk refuse to listen to reason. They utterly refuse to even consider that their critics might have even the teeniest little point. Nope, it's our fault that they made something we don't like, and we must be racists because of it. And as you all know, if someone is racist, then they're bad, and their opinions are irrelevant. So checkmate, Whovians. Based on this logic, everything must be your fault. How does that make you feel? Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.